My name is Satoru Honpo. I'm a level 4 student from the University of Tokyo, and in this in this study trip, we visited in Harare some international organizations, schools, NPOs, and something. And in the latter half of our study trip, we visited all over this country and did sightseeing. And what I enjoyed most is the Great Zimbabwe Ruins. Actually, I major in African history, so I was very excited to see the great stone walls and felt the lives of ancient people in medieval times, their lives. It was so exciting experience for me.
Okay, so I'm George Asakura. I'm from Tokyo. I'm at the second year at the University of Tokyo, and my major is in civil engineering, like the infrastructures and transportations. And what I actually really enjoyed in Zimbabwe is one is that the Bulawayo Railway Museum, because I major in the transportation, I really wanted to visit the train museum, and it was really wonderful experience to see the old trains to the current trains, like to understand the development of the railway in Zimbabwe. And I really also enjoyed the Victoria Falls. That was very, very beautiful view. Like that was one of the best views I've ever seen in my life. So it was very good experience for me. So I think Japanese people has a lot of stereotypical things against the Zimbabwe, against Africa. Like they are still undeveloped, there are a lot of unstable situations, but that I think the fact is different. I think you can live like very normally. You can travel a lot of places. You can have a lot of good infrastructures, facilities like restaurants, hotels. So I want to tell that that stereotype is wrong, and I really want to tell people to once visit Zimbabwe to improve, change their image about Africa and Zimbabwe.
Basically, we've got a group of Japanese students who've come in. They're looking at studying research on different areas. Some of them are looking at women in agriculture. Some are looking at the energy situation that we have in Zimbabwe and Africa. Some are looking at the history of Africa, the history of Zimbabwe. So as a ministry, we've taken them around the country. We've shown them heritage sites. We've shown them tourist attractions that we have in the country. We've taken them to museums. We've taken them all over. And they're going to go do their reports and write what they've seen about Zimbabwe. And as a ministry, it's exciting because we now have got young ambassadors coming in. And this all falls in the study cluster, study tourism, where we have people coming in from students coming in from different countries. They will go back with a message about Zimbabwe. They will go back and tell them what Zimbabwe looks like, what Zimbabwe has to offer as a people, our culture. These youngsters are there to go with our message. And so it's exciting. When I hear students are here, I come out, I follow, I meet them, I interact with them. And it's policy with our ministry to make sure that they are welcome.
Okay. Also,
well, I asked them as they went around the country, they're claiming that the people of Zimbabwe are hospitable. They're welcoming people. They felt at home. They were comparing Zimbabwe with other countries where you come in and everyone smiles, everyone gives you a positive response, whether you're asking information, you're interacting, asking for directions. The students are saying it's exciting. And all this comes from Chivanu Chedu, our culture, where we were always told Mwenzi, Anobatwa say, and this is it. This is an example on a national level where I, as the Deputy Minister, comes out and receives people. And now I'm going to take them to the airport, make sure they're safe, and they go. They are excited.
okay. And then maybe
I'm proud to tell you that our numbers have gone up by over 300%.
in which period?
Just this past year, where we have 336% coming out of Japan, an increase. from one country. So imagine if you look at China, if you look at India, Indonesia, it's exciting times. All this is a result of us coming up with different strategies on how to market the country. We've sent out ambassadors out there, attaches, who are there to tell people of Zimbabwe, who are based there at our embassies. They are the ones telling the story and say, go to Zimbabwe, go and view this, go and do this. And it's bearing fruit, and the numbers are coming. And we're ready to receive them as the Tourism and Hospitality Ministry.
So what is the tourism story now as we are marketing Zimbabwe?
Our story is of the different clusters that we've put in place, where we're saying someone should come and learn about how we eat, how we cook, how we lived in the past, our culture, Chivanhu Chedu. That's one selling point that we're packaging nicely. We're also talking of study. We want more and more students to come in. That's more income for the country. When students come in, they pay their school fees in foreign currency. They spend around the country. That's more money for us. We've got events. We've got conferences. 2 weeks back, I was in South Africa at Meetings Africa. We're inviting people to say, come to Zimbabwe. We can host you for a conference. You can come in, we've got the facilities, we're improving our facilities, we're improving our roads, we're improving our connectivity. That's the story of Zimbabwe right now. We're on another trajectory. We're looking at getting to a 5 billion economy by 2025. And as we speak, we're very close to achieving that, even before 2025.
All right. Any additional information?
Well, I would encourage the people out there, locals. We're also pushing the domestic part, where we're saying the locals should also go around. Let's promote our own domestic tourism. It helps us when the numbers are low from outside the country. Our own locals can turn this economy by spending, by going to view the Victoria Falls coming from another town. You're gonna use transport, you're gonna go book a hotel, you're gonna buy food in a restaurant. That's employment creation. These are our own people helping our economy to grow.